Hey guys, it's the Douglas Monster, and it's the first video of the new year. Oh man, I am so excited. But let's get into it. Yeah, it's gonna be Monday. I'm posting this. Yeah, I'm starting to get into a schedule now. I'm gonna post a video every Monday and every Friday. Yeah, Monday or Sunday and Friday. All right. So I'm gonna get into the details of a giveaway. I'm giving out a game on Steam, not on like PS3 or Xbox. I'm giving away a game on Steam. I'll in the game is Ace of Spades. I'll get into the details later, but I'm giving away a game on Steam, a free game. So just watch the rest of the video, and I'll give you the details. But I'm gonna tell you some stories, some pretty stupid stories of me what I did when I was younger. Yeah, so I think the stupidest thing I've ever done, or the stupidest thing I've done when I was like a little kid, was I think stapling my own finger. That was probably the prime of my stupidity, what I did right there. But yeah, it was at a party, and it was at a house party my mom and dad were throwing, and I lived in a townhouse at a time, and I was eating fried rice at this table, and a stapler was right there. I didn't know why a stapler was right there. I didn't know why we didn't put it away, but it was there. And I was eating fried rice like an Asian would, and I looked at the stapler, and I looked at my finger. It was my index finger. It wasn't even my pinky. It was my index finger on my right hand, I believe. And I said, I think my finger is small enough to fit around the space where the staples come down. And I was like, I didn't even hesitate. I didn't like, oh, this might hurt. No, I went straight in. I was like, I put my finger, I put my finger right there, and boop, and oh my god, I looked at my finger, and then the pain started coming in, and it did not go around my finger. It went through my nails, and it kind of had to be pried out. I didn't even go to the ER. My uncle took me upstairs. He got some like nail clippers and clipped the staple off, and then pulled it out, pried it out of my hand. Yeah, it hurt so bad. It hurt pretty bad. I mean, if you haven't stapled your own finger, I think you should try it. I definitely approve stapling your finger. It should be a sport, actually. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be awesome. But no, it hurt. It hurt a lot. It was really painful, and I don't know why I did it. It was just out of it was just out of curiosity, I guess. But other than that, the lesson that I learned was don't staple your finger ever again. No. Don't ever staple your own finger. And that was pretty much what I got from that experience. Staples hurt. Yeah, that's what I learned. But yeah, I didn't really get into the gameplay I was playing. I'm playing Zavad 311, Zavad 3, I think. But I hate this map. I hate this map so much. On Team Deathmatch, Conquest, I hate this map. Any single game type there is, it's absolutely the worst thing ever. It's like I dread playing this, because the worst part about this map is getting around. I mean, not getting around. It's pretty easy to get around, but I don't know. I turned my brightness up. I don't know if I turned it all the way up, but it's so dark. Like, you'll see in some situations where I'll be pointing down. My barrel is pointing at somebody, but I'm not sure if it's a person. Like, I think I passed that point, but I was pointing my shotgun at two people, which I probably could have got the kill of, and I was staring at them. I was like, are those people, or are those that like random parts of a tank? And it just throws me off. But other than that, this tank is so like bizarre, especially right here. So I'm pointing, and I was like, those two people right there, but another guy killed me from the behind. But you'll find so many situations where either you need to turn your brightness up a little bit, or you'll be facing somebody and you don't know if that's a person or if that's just an object, and you shouldn't be afraid to shoot. And this was if you, I was just in winter break, and this was literally my first game that I played during the winter break, and it was pretty bad. It was like, you'll see later in the video that I start getting into the groove of things, and I'm like, yeah, this is how it should be. This is how everything works. But it's, like, in certain situations, I'll be uncomfortable. Like, you'll be like, oh, dude, you're such a scrub. You should have got that kill. It should be that easy. But I haven't been playing in a while. But that's no excuse for me. So I mean, I try to get this guy. I get the hit marker, but I just blast him in the face anyways. And that rocket, oh man, I almost got destroyed right there. Yeah. So another thing that I did, I think, I tried getting this guy. I guess the bush is bulletproof. Well, yeah, the bush is definitely bulletproof, and I don't get a single hit mark on him. But the second thing that I've done that was pretty dumb was I jumped on a glass table when I broke it. So I'll get into a full story, but right here I see my teammates just dying, and I just take this guy out. And I've been playing so much Payday, where every time I see a support guy and he looks like a juggernaut, I'm like, I'm so scared, because like in Payday 2, like they're called boulders, but they're horrifying in Payday 2. There's like juggernauts in Modern Warfare 2. That's basically what they are. But okay, so I was at a babysitter's house. All right, so this is a story about me freaking cutting my leg open almost and breaking a glass table. So I was at a babysitter's house when I was about 10 or 9, and my parents went out to eat some sushi. All right, and I was at the babysitter house like always. We'd go here and there all the time, and my brother and I, he was 4 years older than me. I think it may have been when I was like 7 and he was 11. I'm not sure, but we started jumping from a couch to a table to another couch. So there's 2 couches and the glass table was in the middle. So there's their picture right there. So I was jumping from one couch to the glass table to the next couch, and then I would do that, so on and so forth. And my brother decided to sit down because I guess he got tired, or he just didn't want to get in trouble. And so I'm standing on this glass table, and I'm like, to give you an idea how much I weighed, or to give you I weighed about like 60 pounds. I was really light. I'm pretty lightweight right now. I'm like, I don't weigh a lot right now for my age and for how tall I am. I mean, I'm not that tall because I'm Asian, but I mean, I was like about 60 pounds, around that weight. But I was standing on the table, and I was like, what are you doing, you baby? Come on, jump on the table with me. But I didn't realize that, I guess, glass had a push and pull thing where its tension would loosen if you kept on standing in the center of it. So I was standing in the center of it, and then I jumped on it. Like, I was staying in the center of it, and I just jumped, and I just destroyed the glass table. It was gone, and I was like, oh crap. And this was like how you know, like, you're that scared of getting in trouble. I wasn't worried about the glass table at all. I was worried about me getting caught, and all I wanted to do was clean up the glass table. So I ran, this was in the basement, I ran outside, and I looked up from the basement to upstairs, and from upstairs you can see the kitchen. And so I saw them, didn't even notice. So first train of thought was to clean up this glass and just hide this table, which would be very hard for like a 7-year-old. And my brother was like, oh, you're so stupid, and it was really stupid of me. And I looked down, and my leg is like covered in blood. Like, I guess the glass shards just cut my leg, and it was in places that the glass table, I never thought it would cut. It was from my thigh down to my leg, and it was bad. It was really bad, and that rocket almost destroyed my face. And I thought, I was in full panic mode. I was like, holy, I don't know how, I don't know who like told I don't know who like found out or in this part here. So I get this guy, but I didn't notice that other guy. He wouldn't. I didn't see that guy. I was kind of sad, but I didn't know who like found out how. I think like they came downstairs to tell me that was time to eat. So, or I guess they went. Yeah, and they came and they saw the glass table and they're like, holy. And they grabbed me, picked me up, and put me in the bathtub and just washed my feet and washed my leg off and put a bunch of rubbing alcohol on it and put a bunch of like paper towels on it. And I got destroyed here. I don't know how I died right there. And they just wrapped it in paper towels. Oh my god, paper towels. Yeah, they wrapped it around with paper towels. My cut up leg, and they just practically bandaged it up with just paper towels, and that was it. And from there I went to the ER. My parents came to like come get me, took me to the ER. I got my leg stitched, and the worst part about that, and this right here, I thought this guy was gonna go back into the tank, and he didn't, and I just destroyed a free tank. But I got the guy though. I got the guy, like after like 3 shots. But I got the guy. That's all that matters. Plus, tanks are bad anyways. Tanks suck. And the worst part about it wasn't like stitching my leg or getting the rubbering alcohol in it. The worst part was getting the shots. Like I had to get blood back into my body. So they put it through like needles. Like they didn't like put it through like a tube or anything. They took these huge, at least they took these 2 large needles and they just stuck them into my leg, and then oh my god, it was painful. It was the needle was like a millimeter long. It was pretty, like I don't know how long a actual needle is, or how the width of the needle, but it was at least a good millimeter long. It was painful. They did it twice, and like, oh god, it was horrible. But it was a lot of things that I did, and I went to the ER after that too. It was so bad. It was painful. That's all I can say. Yeah. And there's another time when I was I think 12, 13, maybe 14. Yeah, like 14 or 14 or 13, where I was playing hide and go seek out in the neighborhood, and I jumped the fence, and I hit my leg. There was a dead branch, and the branch went into my leg. Like it was disgusting. Like there was a dead bush, and the woman cut the bushes, and there was like this huge stick sticking out of it, or this huge like dead branch that was like you can practically stab somebody with. It was that sharp, and it stuck into my leg. Oh my god! I didn't feel the pain until like 30 minutes afterwards. It started bruising up like really quick afterwards. Like it just felt like somebody had pinched me really hard and just let go. Like pinched me, and it was a weird feeling. And they pinched me, and then I was just like, oh, I was so blown. I was like, oh. And I lifted up my like my pants. I lifted up my like pant leg, and I was like, oh, and I still have the scar. I didn't even stitch it yet because I was scared. I was scared that my dad was gonna yell at me. I was that scared. And here I try to put C4 on this. This is when I wish Bad Company 2 was like. This is how you throw C4 back in Bad Company 2. You just stand under it and throw it. But look at that. I was like, all right, I throw C4 like I'm a little 8-year-old girl that's selling Girl Scout cookies. But I was in pain when that happened. I was just scared that I was gonna get in trouble. So I didn't tell my dad. I trusted my mom. Since I I'm more comfortable with my mom. I'm more comfortable sharing things. So I tried to just wait till my mom got home and tell her. And it just so happened that when I did that to my leg, and it would hurt so bad. So if I put any pressure, it would just be dead. So when I came home, my dad was like, "Oh, let's go into the bed and watch some movies," and that was extremely painful. And he was just rolling around on my wound, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I was dying, man! I was dying so bad." It was the most painful thing that ever happened. But yeah, I still have the scar, and yeah, it feels weird when I touch it now. It's just now every time I'm like just wearing short pants or shorts, it just feels uncomfortable whenever I'm like it just feels weird whenever I'm just sitting there or just not like doing anything, because just I don't know why. But yeah, here's the new video, I guess, of my stories and me doing stupid stuff, and hopefully you learn that jumping on glass tables is definitely bad. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday, hopefully, and subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. So see ya.